Alright, so on to the next part of our TIA portal example. I made some changes over the weekend, so I'll try to show you what those are, and we'll upload this to Drive. But let's see. So I've set up this call structure that we have an OB called Station 1, and we call this FB and this OB, and then here's the instances that relate to it. So we're debouncing our inputs, and then we're going to take that and put it into our position status that we worked on last week. We also have this station DB. I added some data types for that, but we've got a data type called debounced inputs, where we have all the inputs for station 1, so we can handle those real easily. And then we have the station 1 position status data, so we can handle that real easily. So let's see. The one that I wanted to work on today was alarms, which we would have two alarms, two actuators we need to monitor for alarms on this station 1. We have this clamp here, and we have the gate coming up and down. So let's make, in my framework, let's start here. Let's add our station alarms. And that data type is, let's make it an array. Array of 0 to 1 of word. So this way we can work with our HMI. Let's put comments. The first one, let's do our clamp alarms. And the next one would be our gate alarms. Okay. So then in my framework, I'm going to add a new block, function block, because we're going to have some timers in here and some one-shot stuff. And let's call this movement alarm. So we are going to have our position, and then we're going to have our movement request, and then we are going to have our movement max time, data type time. And we are going to call a timer, a multi-instance. We're going to call it a movement timer. The input's going to be, if we have movement request and not position, max, let's do movement, dang it. I think I spelled that wrong. MOVE, movement max time, okay. So, if we have a movement request, but we don't get to our position, then we're going to do, for our max amount of time allowed, then we're going to, our queue, our output's going to turn on. So, if we have movement timer.queue, then alarm equals true. Okay, now let's add a reset in here. and the reset is going to be data type bool. Now I want to have logic that if you push this reset button or you get a reset signal, then you'll reset your alarm. But what I don't want to do is to have it to where you could just hold the reset button in and spam the alarm. I want to use the rising edge of the reset to make our alarm bit go false. So we need to do we could do a rising trig. Multi-instance. Yeah, we'll just leave the name like that. That'll be okay. So we have reset. Okay. Actually, let's put that up above. Let's put that at the very beginning. So this will be the first thing that we evaluate. So if we time out, then we're gonna turn our alarm on. And if we get the button press for our reset button, then we are gonna reset our alarm. So now this is going to do just one direction. So let's work on, let me just look at our clamp access. Our clamp, we only have feedback on this base clamped. So let's make a new block for clamp alarms. Actually, let's make a group. Add new group. We're going to call it alarms. If I can type. And let's put our movement alarm in there. Okay. And then let's add a new block. Function block. Clamp alarm. So if this way we have another machine that uses the clamp, we can work with that. So we have our input, we have clamped. Well, let's do our call, because we're going to need to know what information to pack in there. So we need our clamped position. We need our clamp base. We need our time. Let's do max clamp time, the data type time. We need our reset signal. And then we are going to make an alarm that's data type word. And we're going to take this alarm out and push it into the 0th most bit of the word. See if I can remember how to do the bit slice. Alarm dot % x0. Yeah. Okay. So this should take this alarm word. So word is 16 bits, and it's going to take that alarm and push that into there. And this actually needs to be an in-out. If I no, maybe not. Just needs to be a out. Okay. Movement request is clamp base. Max time. We'll pass that in our call. And reset. Oh. There we go. Okay. So, in our station 1, let's add a new block, function block. I'm going to call it station 1 alarms, and I'm going to change the numbering on it. I have 1101, 1102, this one's going to be 1103. In that, we're going to call our clamp alarm. We'll make it multi-instance. Clamp alarm instance is fine. Almost the same thing. Clamped, clamp, base, max, clamp time, reset, alarm, word. I'm going to make this actually clamp alarm, because later we're going to put our gate in this one too. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my organization block where I call everything. And I'm going to call station 1 alarms. Single instance, yep. Because now we're actually going to define a DB. And then I am going to take, in our station 1 DB overhead, we have clamped. I'm gonna at some point need to add outputs to this DB, but for now, let's use PLC tags. I also organize these a little bit. Station 1 outputs, clamp base. Oh, let's add machine parameters to this. Add row, machine parameters. Let's make that data type struct. Okay, and then let's do alarm movement times. Let's make that data type struct. Let's make these retainable and accessible from the HMI also. And then we're going to have the clamp time, data type time, and I'll just go ahead and throw it in here while we're here. But gate. Let's call them move. Oh. Okay, so this way we can have these settable on the HMI or somewhere like that if a person wanted to, or you'd never make them available on the HMI, but then you can set these pretty easy. So, movement time, clamp, max movement time. Oh, yeah, I gotta make these parameters show up because I left the page. Show all parameters. For now, we're going to just use the control panel input, the reset button, to reset this alarm. We need to fix that. That's the wrong data type. And then and that's the same mistake I made earlier. You'll see if everything compiles. Oh, yeah, this one hasn't been compiled yet, so that's that warning. Alright, let's do some testing on this. Downloading this to the PLC sim. I did an update with PLC sim and it's been running faster. So if you have trouble using version 17 in PLC sim, doing a 1200, try the update and see if it runs any better. Alright, let's put in a time hash 5 seconds. And then, let's turn on our watch table so we can turn on our outputs. I added this watch table and I'll be updating it too. Station 1. Let's make these go on top of each other. We want to make the clamp base go true. See how that squeezes in. And we didn't get our alarm. Let me make this go false. Now I haven't really done this, but I think we can do, say that it's okay. So see how that went from 0 to 1? Because we always put the line injecting an off failure so that this is not getting back to the PLC. Base clamped is false. See, we can make it true, but so whenever we did that, we fired off and we made the first bit of that word true. So let's take the failure off. Now we should be able to hit our reset button. Is this reset? Yeah, okay. And that made that alarm go away. Can I? Let's do this. Let's go false. Let's inject our fault again. Now, no, there we go. I can hit the reset button, but it's not going to clear that fault there. Not until I fix the problem. You know, and I can't. Years ago, I had a machine that a technician thought was being slick, and on the backside of the reset, they wired a jumper across it, and they just kept this machine running. We had a barcode reader that was checking parts as they'd come down the line and read the barcode on them, but the barcode reader wasn't working, so they jumpered across the reset, and then all of a sudden it would pass everyone, even if the barcode was missing. And yeah, we ended up taking the door open on the panel, or opening the panel up, and I saw that jumper in there. So that was kind of frustrating. But so this way you can't get by doing that stuff. You can't just hold the reset button and spam it. Okay, so now let's work on the gate. Maybe. So we're going to go back to framework and alarms, and now we're going to add a new block, gate alarm. So we're going to have a movement alarm, and it's going to be multi-instance, and we're going to have the up. Well, let's go backwards because we got to. We have the down movement alarm. And we're going to have the up movement alarm. So, position, we have the up position, the up movement request, we have the up movement max time, we have the reset, and we're going to have our alarm. And that's going to be data type word. Okay. We're going to have the down position, we are going to have the down movement request, we're going to have the down movement max time. Okay, so let's work on filling in the pieces here. Up position, up movement request. Let's fix this data type here. And we're going to say alarm dot percent x0. Okay, so that's going to take that data type bool, it's going to stick it into the 0th bit of that alarm word. Down position, down movement request, down movement max time, reset, and we're going to put this into the first. First is in second, we have the 0th bit and then the first bit. Alarm dot %x1. So if we get a down movement alarm, our word value will be 1. If we get an up movement alarm, we're going to get a word value 2. If we get them both at the same time, we'd get a word value 3, because 2 and 1. Okay. Now, station 1 alarms. Let's open that back up, and let's add in our gate alarm. It's a multi-instance, gate alarm instance. So up position. So we take our DB, position status, gate. Did I put, I'm second guessing myself right now. I put these backwards. This is not going to be helpful. Let's fix this. Sometimes I make these kinds of mistakes when we're trying to do it live. But that's alright, I like to put them in so that you guys get a chance to see what the debug involves. Update interface. Do this. Down position. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I want to make this able to be put in a library. I'm getting ahead of myself again. Okay. Add row. We have down position. Data type bool. Down, let's do let's down movement. We actually have whether or not we turn on. I don't like how they have the station all crammed together. The raise, this position raise lids. Yeah, we'll put it in. Down position, movement request. Down position, movement max time, data type time. You know what, actually we can probably do this. That'll make that faster. Down position request. I'm going to take our reset again, and then we're going to add another alarm word called gate alarm. So if we go back to our OB, we should have to update this interface. Update block call. Yeah. And then let's well, yeah. We have our down position. So if we go to gate down, now we can throw it in. Gate down. Let's do gate up while we're here. Position. Now movement request. Because they do these funky cylinders, we really only have one output to drive that. So we're going to use the invert of the down of the up for down. Because when this output's off, the gate's going to come down. So let's PLC tags, station 1 outputs, position raise bases. We're going to put this in here. But it's actually not raise bases. Okay, and then let's do up movement request. That is this output, raise bases. And then program blocks. Station 1 dB. Ah, dang, I didn't mean to open that. Alarms. We're going to use this one. Okay, and then let's add in machine parameters, alarm movement time. Let's turn this into gate. Up, well, gate down, max movement time. Okay. Nah, because I changed page, just like before. I changed what I was looking at, so it deleted the, or hid the extra interface options. Machine parameters, gate down, max movement time. Gate up, max movement time. Okay. See about downloading this guy. Oh, let's cancel that real quick. Did I make sure that I put everything in? I thought I saw something. No, I'm just being paranoid. Okay, so let's open this up, put them on top of each other like we did before. Put these side by side. I want my watch table to be at the bottom. Oh, so let's put in some time here. Time hash 5 seconds. Time. Time hash 5 seconds. Okay. Yeah, we'll put in 5 seconds there too. Maybe. Okay. So if I want to raise bases, send it. Okay. No alarms. No alarms. So let's see if I inject an alarm. Okay, so we got our alarm there. Let me hit reset. See if I can get this all in one window. So there gives us 1, because it thinks it, no, yeah. Oh, I still have my alarm present, I can't reset it. Yep, we timed out and got our alarm. And we got our alarm too. So you pack these into your HMI and have them as part of that. So all of this, I know that seems like unnecessary work, but all that could be canned. Like, we just basically got to recall the same thing for this clamp and this gate, and then I'll probably do that in my spare time, and then we'll do these axes, which again, we'll do a position for this, and then we'll do an alarm, and we can just call that twice, and then we will have all of our actuator alarms for this line done, or for this machine. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.